Sweeter girls have something. Concentration. Sweeter, the concentrated no-calorie sweetener in the little bottle. Sweeter, the largest selling, best tasting little sweetener in the world. Just 2 drops of sweeter are the same as 1 teaspoon of sugar, but without the calories. Just 2 drops of sweeter, not 6 or 8 or 10 are all it takes. At that rate, a little sweeter goes a long way. In fact, if you sweeten 4 cups of coffee a day, 1 little bottle of sweeter could last you around 3 months, or 1 long, sweet winter.
If you think that libraries are nothing but a bunch of books, then you don't know about our magazines, or newspapers, or long-playing records, or films, or self-enrichment classes. Check into it. Maybe you're long overdue at your public library.
Look, now you can take your own swinging tour through London Love Country. On the Yardley Slicker Dolly bus. 5 slicker lip polishes, 3 lipsticks. Zillions of different looks. Mix them, match them, wear them alone. Get your slicker bus now. You'll never get another chance. Slicker Dolly. A Mad Mod Super Special. Hop aboard the Slicker Dolly bus from Yardley, of course.
The smaller your education, the smaller the job you'll get. To get a good job, get a good education. If you're in school, stay there. If you've left school, there's valuable training outside the classroom. To get a good job, get a good education.
Some people who don't worry about dandruff ought to. Pam, for instance. Good-looking girl, until you looked close. Dandruff. Never occurred to her that behind her back people were thinking, dandruff. Of course, some people just can't hide their thoughts.
Look, Mommy, that lady has dandruff.
Dandruff? Me?
Pam got the word. Started using Head & Shoulders, the most effective dandruff shampoo you can buy. Had everything her other shampoo had, too. Nice lather, nice smell. Beautiful way of handling hair. Pam just made Head & Shoulders her regular shampoo. And of course, it really worked on her dandruff. You can imagine what he's thinking now. Pretty hair. Head & Shoulders. Maybe you ought to think about it.
Color this one cool. Grande. Mustang Grande. Cool luxury counterpoint to the blazing Mach 1. Special luxury hardtop with a whole cascade of extras. And the emphasis now on elegance, sophistication. The cool beauty of interiors rendered in the high fashion tradition of the Ford LTD. On the Grande and all 1969 Mustangs, you'll find big new interior room, major increases in hip, shoulder, and leg room. Grande. The cool new luxury Mustang.
Keep informed about the United Nations. Send for this free booklet, The UN in Action. Write U.S. Committee for the UN, New York 11.
Why do so many single men use Old Spice aftershave lotion? Let's ask one. Dave, what are your reasons?
Well, let's see. There's Julie, and Karen, and Peggy, Joelle, And Sandy. And Beth. And Bridget.
Yes, Dave, thanks. That's the way it is with Old Spice. If you're single, or even if you're not, try Old Spice aftershave lotion.
The Avis 7-Eleven. $7 a day, 11 cents a mile for a sparkling new Plymouth. At this rate, you'll never forget us.
That's not all. We can't be 100 yards from the finish line in the wind. Quits.
What did you do?
Drift across.
What a way to win.
For those best of times with the best of friends, there's nothing quite like Harvey's Bristol Cream. Because one of the nicest ways to show that you care is to serve the best there is.
Thanks.
Harvey's Bristol Cream Sherry. It's imported.
This is the rugged G.I. Joe adventure team. Today's mission, rescue stolen idol. Your own G.I. Joe will need the adventure team helicopter. Joe gets it together and takes off. There it is, but it's guarded by a giant cobra. Can Joe get the idol? You find out. Search for the stolen idol, a G.I. Joe adventure. G.I. Joe sold separately.
Just being in the right isn't enough. You could be dead right.
What would you trade for a new 71 Superfast? What would you trade for the supercharged Rat Rod? What would you trade for this fabulous Formula One? If you've got a used car, trade it in now and get a great deal on these Superfast racers.
They won't take your old wheels and trade for a Superfast. Yes, they will. No, they won't.
Yes, we will take your old wheels. Trade in any used or broken car and cut the price to 59 cents for a 71 Superfast. Superfast. By Matchbox.
My business is putting people on the highway, and we certainly don't need any more drinking drivers than we already have. I'm going to vote no.
My sister 6 years ago was critically injured in an automobile accident to the cause of a drunk driver on the road.
I'm opposed to liquor by the drink because I've lived in Atlanta, and I don't want a bar on every street corner in our town, so I'm going to vote no.
That's going to increase drunken drivers in the city, and it's unsafe. I'm just going to vote no against liquor by the drink.
That was really sensational.
I watched you all the way down. Beautiful. I loved it.
Well, Harvey's Bristol Cream. Pretty special, John.
Bill, any friends of ours who can ski that deep powder from the top deserve the best there is.
One of the nicest ways to show that you care is to serve Harvey's Bristol Cream. It celebrates more than the occasion.
Cheers.
Harvey's Bristol Cream Sherry. It's imported.
We've created a whole new world at the public library. Books now share space with records, films, magazines, newspapers, and special large-type reading material for those who need it. Keep in touch with the world. Check into your public library.
Imagine living in a Weebles treehouse.
What you doing? Hiding out. Treehouse is a great hideout.
Sunshine and adventure all around.
You eat up here? Yep.
Imagine living in a Weebles treehouse.
What do you do if someone comes? I hide inside the tree.
Weebles wobble, but they don't fall down.
Weebles Treehouse comes with everything you see here. Weebles Treehouse from Romper Room.
Taking those first steps together, building a thirst you gotta satisfy, and when it's time to get
get to the bottom of a big thirst. The big dry soft drink is what you gotta try.
Try it up with Canada Dry Ginger Ale. Try it up with Canada Dry.
Dry up your thirst with Canada Dry Ginger Ale. Crisp and satisfying. It's the dry soft drink.
Are you taking the simple steps that will safeguard your family from respiratory disease after you turn the thermostat down? Colds and flu are expected to be more prevalent than ever this year of shortages. To protect your children, have your heating plan checked to make sure it's producing maximum warmth with minimum waste. Close room doors. Small spaces heat more efficiently than large. Dress them warmly and restrict their play to the warmest spot in the house. Install storm doors and use them. Automatic closing devices will keep them well sealed. Remember that glass has no insulating properties of its own. Insulated drapery linings are a must to keep outside weather outside. Draw them at night. Keep them open on sunny days to take advantage of solar heat. Shortages notwithstanding, you can keep home a good place to come home to.
Taboo, the forbidden fragrance. Taboo perfume by Dana.
Now the Army starts you at $288 a month. And you may not even have to spend it. Your housing is free. And you get 30 days paid vacation a year. What are you going to do with that $288 every month? You think of something.
Spend Thursday nights with our guys.
10-4, Chopper 1.
Special cops who do their job in a special way. Chopper 1. The men of Engine Company 23, on call to save lives. Firehouse. Kane, the most unlikely hero the West has ever known. Kung Fu. Mike Stone. And Steve Keller, putting things right on the streets of San Francisco. Every Thursday night on ABC.
In 1965, the prairie around Dallas was little more than a runway for tumbleweed. In a few short years, Minivision filled the prairie with runways of a different kind. Without insurance to protect the remarkable Dallas-Fort Worth Airport against loss, the entire operation might never have gotten off the ground, and the ground around Dallas might still be prairie. Crum & Forster, working with more than 9,000 independent insurance agents and brokers, helping insure the American way of life.
Young people know where the action is. Where it's happening now is in your public library. You're invited to join them. The library shows us where we have been and where we're going and why we might not get there. And what we can be doing in the meantime. Join the crowd. Check it out.
Young Americans, our most important natural resource. They are the future. Now you can invest in that future. Youth groups across the country are competing for prizes in the current Help Young America campaign. Competing by initiating projects that serve you. They're trying to earn your respect and your vote. Cast your ballot now in the Help Young America campaign. If your favorite group wins one of the Help Young America grants, you may win a better community.
Is for everybody, not just for the few. Anyone can share VD with someone nice as you. VD is for everybody, darling, have no doubt that anyone can get VD. That's what it's all about.
If you're curious or confused, get information or a pamphlet at most pharmacies or a health clinic. If you need help, see a doctor.